Alright, second day of chapter 5.1, we're going to find a slope of 2 points. Yesterday we looked at how to transfer our chapter 4 work into finding slope from a table. We learned that the slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, where y2 represented the second y, which is this number, y1 represented the first y, which is that number, x2 was the second x, x1 was the first x. Pretty much it stayed the same as what we did in chapter 4, which was taking second minus first, and then working those out. So what we did here yesterday was we took the -6 and put it in for y2. We put minus, then we put a -8 in for y1. Then we came down here, put a -9 here, minus -2 there. The part where some of you are messing up is that you're not typing this in right, so you might want to make sure you work on that today. But you do -6 minus -8 and make sure you do that the right way, which is 2 on top. -9 minus -2 on the bottom is -7. And the last thing you do is divide these numbers and convert them because there are fractions. So again, to convert them, you hit this button right here with the 2 arrows. Once you get that fraction, you hit that button there and you see that it is -2/7 as your slope. So again, that's what we did yesterday. Today what we're going to do is find a slope of 2 points. That is the typical way. You hardly ever see 2 points put like that whenever you get further into the math. But the reason we use the table is that it makes it easier to kind of connect the ideas. So what we're going to learn to do is just pretty much learn how to transfer 2 points into a table. And that'll make it easier to find the slope, because that way it's something that you're used to. It's something that you can easily do. It's just got to be in a format that you like at the time. So looking at this sheet here, this should be on your paper here. Pretty much it says find the slope of the line passing through 4, -18 and -2, -6. Again, this is a different format for me. So what I'm going to do, and you should do, is I'm going to make a table. And I'm going to take this point here and I'm just going to transfer 4, -18 to this format here. Again, 4, -18, 4 leads to -18. These two numbers go together. There's that. And then I'm going to take -2, -6 and put it down here. Now notice we have our table here and everything else should be easy. Now again, if you need to write the formula down for yourself on this, go ahead. But for me, I know that we've got enough practice on this. I think we've gotten enough practice on this that we should just understand that it's -6 minus -18, putting that over -2 minus 4. Again, going back to this, -6 minus -18 equals 12. -2 minus 4 is -6. And again, divide those two numbers. That's what that division, or what that symbol means, and your slope is -2. Again, this means divide, so you do 12 divided by -6 to find your final rate of change, or slope, which is -2. On your work today, you'll be able to just do, I'll have you put it in a table, I'll have you fill out this part, and then do that part there. So you don't have to do the y2 minus y1 again. I hope you figured that out yesterday about how to do that, or in the last lesson. But all you have to do is put the points in a table and then go from there. Alright. Find the slope of the line passing through the 2 points. It's a different format. Here they'll say it in sentence form where they give you the 2 points, or they'll give you, 2 points right side by side. And again, whenever you see this, this is not the format we're used to when we want the slope. So what we're going to do again is make a table. And we're going to take the first point and just transfer it over. 3.4, -5.6. Then we're going to take that, -7.2, -10.1. And now that it's in table form, again, we follow the pattern that we've learned, which is -10.1 minus -5.6 over -7.2 minus 3.4. Again, now here's important where you got to make sure you know what you're doing and make sure you're not making a mistake. Type it in carefully. -10.1 minus -5.6, which is -4.5. -7.2 minus 3.4, which is -10.6. And because this problem has decimals in it, this is where we actually will leave it in decimal form. So we will see -4.5 divided by -10.6, which is, again, go 3 decimal places, so 0.425 is how that would cut off. And that would be my slope. Alright. So again, the only thing different so far is that the points aren't in a table, but once we put the points into a table, it seems to me that everything is easy enough to do. Now this is your challenge for the day, so you'll see one of these on the computer just to see if you can answer it. You'll probably see two of the other ones, so it's really not going to be a lot of extra work. And then you'll get a worksheet whenever you're done, or you can surf the net, whatever you got to do. Just make sure you either help someone or do something productive with your time until we're done, and we'll probably work on something afterwards. But either way, C again is your challenge. It says Joseph worked 2 days and earned $35. He then worked for 5 days and earned $50. Now these numbers are related. 2 days led to $35. 5 days led to $50. They want the rate of change for this, and so in all honesty, all you have to do is again take those points and put them into a table. 2 days led to $35. That's like saying 2, 35. 5 days led to $50. That's like saying 5, 50. And again, from there, once we're here, you do 50 minus 35 over 5 minus 2, which is 15 over 3, and 15 divided by 3 is 5. So again, that's how you do that. But again, notice all we did in all these problems would take our numbers, put them in table form, and then follow the same format we did yesterday. Try to get that down today, because this is the last day we actually do this for practice. After today, it's assumed that you know how to do it. So again, make sure you get enough practice. Make sure you ask questions that you need to. Also remember that as long as you understood yesterday's work, your main focus for you is just transferring the points into a table. Once you get that part down, there'll probably be like 5 questions of you just transferring into a table and stopping. Make sure you ask questions if you're having issues with that, because if you don't know how to transfer points into a table, there's no way you're going to be able to do the work for today. So there's probably 5 of those, and then like I said, 2 questions on the first type, 2 questions on the second type, and then the 1 challenge. So again, it shouldn't be that long of a day for you to work. Again, once the work is in table form, you'll be able to quickly work them out. Also, you don't have to type a formula. You don't have to type the formula today, so that'll save you some time. Again, just be sure to stay disciplined and make sure you're doing your job. The only way you mess up in this class is by drawing my attention and not having anything shown for your work. So as long as you're working, I kind of let you get away with a little bit more. Just make sure you're working to get the stuff done. Other than that, good luck.